Good day, SPARTANWILLY here, and today I'm going to show you how to install and use the FIFA 21 Career Mode cheat table. In this video, I'll be installing and showing you how to use the FIFA 21 Career Mode cheat table by xAranaktu. I believe that's how you say it. Sorry if I pronounced it wrong. But we're going to go over how to install it and some basic functionalities of it as well. Just before we get started here, it would mean the world to me if you could like this video if it helps you out, and consider subscribing to the channel as we have a goal of 1,000 subs by the end of the year. But without further ado, let's begin. So for this process, you're going to need a program called Winrar. You can use it for free with its famous unlimited trial. So this link will be in the description below where you can download the relevant installer to you with your language and system type. So jump over to this page, run through the setup and install Winrar to your system. The next program you'll need is called Cheat Engine. This is basically what the actual cheat table runs off, so you're definitely going to need this one to run it. So just hit this big download Cheat Engine button and it should start the download, and we'll quickly run through on how to install that. Now just a note on Cheat Engine, if your Google Chrome blocks it or your browser blocks it, as you here on Google Chrome, all you got to do is go to these top three dots here and go downloads, and it will come up here and say keep dangerous file. So keep anyway. Now the reason why Chrome blocks it is because of the power of the cheat engine, I believe. This software is completely safe just because it can edit data on your computer. And that is the whole point of a cheat engine. You've got to edit values in the system, so not malicious in any way, that's all I'm saying. But yeah, just do that to unblock it and we can move on. Okay, so now that we've got our cheat engine application downloaded, I've just moved it to my desktop for the video purposes. We're just going to double click on it to open it, and it will start to launch it, and just click yes when it says do you want to allow this app to make changes to your device, and then you just run through your installation. So in English or whatever your preferred language is, presumably English if you're watching my videos, but I do have some non-English speakers watch. But we're going to go next here. Now with these, just because it needs to make money somehow as the cheat engine, it will ask you to download these other files. Look, you can have WinZip, I'm not sure, I've never had it, but you can just click decline or skip all and then just decline. So don't hit accept on everything because it will download some programs maybe you don't want, but it's just a way for the system to make money, cheat engine, to host those sort of programs. But there it is, the installation is now running, so I'll see you in a minute when it finishes. Alright, all done. So thank you for installing Cheat Engine. Just hit finish, and you can take the tutorial if you want. I'm going to click no, and there it is. That's how you know you have installed Cheat Engine. We can move on to the actual cheat table. Alright, so here we are on the FIFA 21 Career Mode cheat table. Of course, this link's in the description, as I've already said. Just before we go any further, I should clarify that if you haven't already figured out, this is only working for PC. So the perks of having FIFA on the PC really pull through here. But to download here, we're just going to click on the right here where it says releases. Click on the latest release. At the moment, it's this one. So click on that, and then all you want to do is click on FIFA 21 cheat table.zip. This is the only way we can open it is using that Winrar program we downloaded earlier, so that's why we have that. Just click on that and it will start the download next to our cheat engine one there. As you can see that we've already downloaded. And then once it's downloaded, we'll work on opening it up. Alright, so before we open up our cheat table, just open up your FIFA 21, whether it's on Steam or Origin, it'll work the same as long as it's on PC, obviously, as I mentioned earlier. And then just load a career mode that you want to edit. I recommend a manager career mode. I haven't tried it on player career mode, but most of the functionalities are around manager mode. So I've just started a new one with Melbourne Victory here, my local team and my supporter team here in Australia. And yeah, then we'll work on opening up our cheat table. Alright, so to open up our cheat table, by the way, you can delete this original Cheat Engine 72. That's just the installer. So once you've installed Cheat Engine, you get rid of that. Once you get rid of that, just click on the cheat table, right click and go extract files just there and hit OK. My FIFA rudely opened up again, but back to the desktop here, and it should create a normal file as we can see there. Double click on that, and again FIFA's opening up in the background, but that's fine. And then it should say FIFA 21 there and then a cheat engine file. Just double click on that, and yes, allow it to make changes to your device so it can edit the values, and as we can see there, it has now booted a little window and it should say ready to use. Just hit OK. And the actual cheat engine window open up here, we just minimize that. And this is our FIFA 21 cheat table. So now I'm going to go through for the rest of the video what each selection is quite briefly. And if all you wanted to know was how to install it, that's it. So hope this helped you out. If it did, please leave a like in the video. Let's get into what some of these options are. Alright, so we're going to start by going over the players editor. So actually it's the first option there, but we're going to go into our game real quick, jump over to our squad and select whatever player we want to edit. As here, we've got our victory squad here. It's in a bit of a rebuild at the moment, but we're going to jump over to Lee Broxham, the man, the myth, the legend, and then we're going to jump back over to our FIFA trainer. So by selecting him, all you got to do is hover over him like so, and then go back over to here and go players editor, and it'll load it up. So yeah, it may take a minute to load, but as you can see there, straight away it comes up with Lee Broxham and the full window of things we can edit, like potential, age, all his info, preferred positions, work rates. Like you can edit everything, his contracts here on the right, nationality, go over his attributes. So literally possibilities are limitless. All the traits, his appearance in the game, get tattoos and stuff, accessories, all that good stuff. You can get the IDs. I might try and find the IDs. They're a bit hard to find in the later games. They're easy to find in the early games, but I'll have a quick search if I remember and chuck them in the description below, just so you get your tattoos and stuff. So yeah, check that out in the description if I put it there. And yeah, so you can change. Let's make Broxham just an insane player. If we just make this 99, make everything 99, you can just use the slider here, or you can go individually and edit all the individual sort of attributes if you want. We're just going to do that. Player info, let's make him high on the work rate as well, and we're going to keep him on until 2024. He's been at the team since 2007. Broxham's a legend. And then just go apply changes. Alright, so he's been edited. Then we'll go back in our FIFA here, exit out of the squad view, and as you can see there in the bottom left, Broxham's already at 99. So lovely to see there, work straight away. Where's his attacking work rate as well? Make sure it all works. And as you see there, his attacking and defensive work rate is also at high. So yeah, Broxham is all worked. Now, if we want to change the player, we're just going to go hover over a different player. We'll go Robbie Cruz, why not, just because he's there. And then we'll jump back over to our trainer. Where is it? There it is. And just hit this refresh button. See, as we're hovering over Cruz, it's still on Broxham there. But if we hit this button here next to find player, and as you can see there, Robbie Cruz pops up and we can make any changes we want there. So make him a bit better, just go apply changes, and then yeah, same thing as Broxham. So make sure just to hit that little sort of arrows, and as he Cruz there is 76. So that's how you change players once you're already there. But yeah, that is a basic overview of the player editor. Very powerful and simple to use tool. Alright, so next up we do have our teams editor. This is a tool I don't quite use as much, if I'm being honest. But basically, to find a team you want to edit, we're going to go on a search for a player part of that team, or you can go by the league. So let's do by the league. So we're just going to go over here to the Premier League, and oh, my controller spazzed out of it. Go onto Chelsea. We'll edit Chelsea. Just search for a player, and we're going to go on Tammy Abraham to select him. Now we're going to jump over back to our trainer. So back to the desktop and select that, and just hit Teams Editor. Now this can take quite a while to load sometimes. Alright, and now as you see, it's loaded, and this is a bit more of the behind the scenes type of thing. Now it does say like Champions League wins, Europa League wins. That is now 2, so let's just change that to 2 because why not? You can change the team colors, your foundation year. Basically lots of, yeah, like I said earlier, behind the scenes stuff with the popularity. Obviously Chelsea are a 10. Everyone loves Chelsea. Domestic prestige 10. International prestige 10. Profitability, yeah, okay, 5's a bit generous. No, I don't know how profitable Chelsea are, but you can change their stuff up here as well. Formation, what type of team they'll play, I suppose. Again, I haven't really touched this type of stuff, but you can edit their manager there as well. Thomas Tuchel, of course, which is interesting. Yeah, it's good to see. And yeah, so that's always there if you want. Again, another very powerful tool, really. And just go apply change. You can even go previous Europa League winner. So I believe that would make them qualify for the Champions League. But yeah, apply changes, and the changes have been made. But that's a brief overview of the team editor. Alright, so for me the schedule editor doesn't actually work. It comes up with a blank window. So it's just with the apply changes at the bottom. So if that's different for you, maybe I'll make an update video once that gets fixed. But right now I can't really say much on it because one, I haven't used it, and two, it doesn't really work at the moment in this build. But moving on. Alright, so next up we have the transfer players feature. Now for this you're going to need the player ID of the player you want to transfer, which I'll show you how to get, and you're going to need the team ID of the team you want to transfer that player to. So we'll go over the player ID first. So we are just going to search for a player here in the transfer search. We're going to go with, I don't know why I'm using my controller when I got a keyboard in front of me, but Lionel Messi here. Click on him, and then we're going to jump over to our cheat engine and go player editor, and it will come up with his player ID up the top here. So the very top option, 158023, write that down somewhere. That's our player ID. Alright, and then for the team ID, it's the exact same thing we did before. Just take note of Chelsea, so team ID 5. So now we've got Lionel Messi player ID and team ID for Chelsea. So I think you know what transfer we're going to make here. So now we're going to jump on transfer players and go new transfer and enter the player ID, which we have got here. I'm just going to copy it out of my notes and paste. That is Messi's player ID, and team ID is just 5 for Chelsea, the 5th team added into the game. And as you're there, from Barcelona to Chelsea, release clause no, contract length will go 4 years, Messi's playing for Yonks, and hit confirm. So I've simmed forward about a week in the game, and I've searched up Messi, and he's now playing for Chelsea. So that is how you set up a transfer in the transfer feature. It can take about a week though to go through on the advancing. Alright, so on to our next feature here, and our last feature actually on this main screen here. We're going to go on match fixing and go fix match. Now it's going to open up a little window where we're going to have to put in our home and away team IDs. We're going to fix this match here, this preseason game. So jump back over here. I have got the 2 IDs here. So the victory one. So yeah, you just get these IDs the same way that we got them before. There is actually an ID sheet as well where you can control F on the teams. That is in the description. I did manage to find one that's got your boots, your tattoos and stuff as well. So check that out. Now we should come up, there we go, and we're just going to go, let's go something ridiculous so we know it's not a fluke result. Let's go 9, and you can add the goal scorers if you want, but I don't have any of the player IDs, so we're just going to hit confirm. And then if we jump back in FIFA here and go play match and just hit quick sim, we should win 9-0. As you can see, we do with all the goal scorers randomized. So you know, you can add in as many events as you want as well. You can make the other team get red cards as well, I believe, on the right. I haven't done that, but I'm just assuming. But yeah, 9-0 there, so pretty good way to rig the entire game, but it kind of takes the fun out of it. But it's a feature there if you want, and we'll move on to some of the other ones as well. So there's this favorite teams and favorite scorers option in the max fixing tab. I'm assuming that if you click as a favorite team, we put in Melbourne Victory here, it will make it win, the team win in every simulation. And I did see something interesting there. Welcome Messi. That's pretty cool that it even generates a little transfer highlight thing. It just sims through training days here, and we'll simulate the next game and see if it makes us win because we're our favorite team in the cheat engine. So quick sim, oh, not team management. I don't know what's wrong with the controller today, but it's jumping all over the place. Quick sim, and we'll see if it just makes us, yeah, I think it'll just make you win 3-0 every game. 3-0 is the pretty standard sort of forfeit win. But yeah, that is a basic overview of how to use match fixing. Okay, so that wraps up all the features on the cheat table. So, and how to install it as well, of course. That was the quick part at the start. Shame about the schedule editor. Like I said, I'll make an update video if this video does well and that gets fixed in future. I don't know, it could just be mine, but I'm pretty sure it's broken for everyone. So yeah, that will be all for this video. If this video helps you out, please make sure to leave a like on the video, it helps me out, and subscribe to the channel if you're not already. Road to 1,000 by the end of the year is the goal. Of course, just a couple sort of finishing notes here. Make sure to save your game before you make any changes, as this can rarely crash, sometimes crash your game just because you're changing values and stuff. So make sure to always save. And yeah, that'll be all for this video. I'll see you in the next one. Thank you for watching.